Oh, truth. So the organization I'm representing is Beyond Aid.
Beyond Aid.
Beyond Aid. So it's still in its nascent stage.
Okay.
So actually, it was born out of passion, where we envision a world where help genuinely gets to who needs it, and there are no unnecessary gatekeepers. You understand?
The number of times you've mentioned these gatekeepers,
Right.
what's up with it?
I mean, the truth is, when we look at how our society is fashioned, our society is structured in a way that there are many bureaucracies. You understand? And in a community or society that function in a bureaucratic mode, it affects who should be. It limits the amount of help that should have gotten to the right. So we talk about offering on a developmental goal that we want to execute on site. We should ensure the summary is that we should ensure that we offer a local solution to a local problem, understanding the cultural context. So it is very essential that we understand the need of the environment. First, I identify in the place of visibility study, identify the social issues that are common with the people in that surrounding. So in your own data, as you absorb the data from your environment, then you go back to see whether it aligns. Then you align it with whatever plans you have for humanity, and then you custom fit the solution. And carrying it out in a way that it collaborates with the indigenous people, not like it's affair with their belief system. I mean, if they believe that because there's a particular society, a woman who rides a bicycle is typically seen as a prostitute.
Where?
In one African country, I will get the detail and tell you. So now you want to recommend a solution to that place, and you're supplying them bicycle. The bicycle will be wasted. So you need to really find its collaboration. Even if there are any things, maybe they are suffering from ignorance, there are better, healthy ways you can address it in such a way that everybody become agreeable. Not where some elders will say, no, it's against the traditions of the land. If you don't do this, the gods will be angry. You know, I mean, you need to respect their belief system.
Absolutely.
You need to understand that. And also, you know, I'm mentioning about gatekeepers actually.
Yeah.
Would we say there's anything foundationally wrong with gatekeeping? Actually, it's the systemic problem that comes with that gatekeeping that we have problem with. Imagine you have 10,000 children to reach out to for a particular outreach or intervention you want to execute. And then you have some village elders who rallies that you need to settle the land or settle the body of government in the place. So in that instance, by the time they will cut the cost of the intervention, and how they bill you is based on the number of people you want to reach out to. If you want to reach out to 100 people, they can still look at so long. Typically it means they don't have money, so let's not burden them too much. But when it's entry thousands, if you want, these people has financial capacity, and it is how they will stifle your impact level in a way that, imagine now you want to reach out to 10,000 people in the community, and already resources worth of 8,000 people, the elders has hold it. So now the 10,000 people that you have budget for, and whereas even the 10,000 is not even sufficient, you are still trying to ration, still trying to find the best way to maximize and get value for whatever supply you want to make. So these are environmental issues that need to be faced. And the lady, kids and queen, I mean,
Kids and teens.
She kind of gave a complaint about some of the challenges that they usually face, about some elders, some average youth who are also trying to fight for their survival. So when they see you driving into their community, they question you, you have to appease the gods. So I kind of told that one that try and understand the psychology of why they would want to challenge you. You understand? Like compared to the USA, for instance, or some other developed nation, of course, before you try to say you want to do something, you must get a level of a pass, like a go ahead, because they really need to understand whether what you want to, the solution you're trying to sell to the public is healthy for them. If you say you want to share this, you understand to what extent. So, but when it comes to the local context of our Nigeria, you should understand that when an average youth approach you, it's not coming from the desire of you getting a government pass or getting the endorsement of the local community head. It's hunger.
Absolutely. Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
Very true, I agree. When you visit certain places, and just as you said, when you want to reach out to a large number of persons, trust me, it requires that you settle.
It's a bunch of people.
And they always make it mandatory. We are coming to help you, right? Why not just give us free access and we'll do the necessary? So myself and a few of my friends, we intend to run on a particular project now in one community like that. We want to build a pipe-borne water system. Now, the challenge we are envisioning at the moment is that if we request for a land, they're going to ask us to pay. And in this community, trust me, they don't have water.
Okay, so can I say something in that regard? You identified a problem in the community that needs to be solved. Mm-hmm. They lacked water. Mm-hmm. Now, let me tell you something. I feel like it's in the area of pitching. You find somebody who can speak the local language as well. You understand? Whatever language that is accustomed to their local environment. And see it in a way that you buy into their emotions and their concerns. Come from the angle of how these things affect them first. And why a clean borehole system would improve the quality of life of the local people in the community.
Chief, true talk. Anyways, let us not make this, because I know you like to talk like that. So let's go back to, I really worked on this thing. I really worked on this thing.
Yeah, I see.
So what can we build together? Excellent question.
No, it's a very interesting question. What can we build together? I mean, that's the basic foundation of any human progress. Is that what can we do together to benefit a shared people? I mean, a shared human experience, rather. So basically, what we can do together should be in sync with the local challenges. What problem is common with our social environment?
I'm talking about us now, myself and you.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
We have conversed. We have seen a lot of things. What can we work on together?
So right now, what we will do is that we will carry out community projects where we go to those particular environments that will be requiring boreholes, water. We also identify communities that don't have materials, and we find a way to supply them, even though we know it's going to be a one-off thing. But something that we would have to do that is more essential is planting a seed of word into them.
Planting a seed of word?
Yes, into them.
What does that mean? Okay,
I will explain. I have an experience with a 1-year-old child. Now, based on our cultural context, generally everybody is taught into, nobody is born a Muslim, nobody is born a Christian. You understand? I don't want to build long on that conversation. So every child in a way is encouraged to plow certain routes of belief system. So many times we have the healthy side and we have the unhealthy. Planting a seed of words. So I told the child, I whispered into his ear. I said,
the 1-year-old child?
Yeah, I told the child, the way to the future is through science and technology.
How is he supposed to understand?
The child kicked in excitement, like he could resonate. I'm telling you, you might not see how consequential that would be. But imagine, see, that word is buried in the subconscious of that child. Though it might not immediately, the child might not remember where it's coming from, but his storehouse will bring it out to his frontal view one day and he will plan that out. You understand? So a seed of word in the sense that we teach children the importance, we wake them to the genius inside of them, make them understand that whatever you see outside, if it is Elon Musk, if it is Sam Altman, if it is any Donald Trump or any change maker that you so like in your society or in your local environment and you want to be like, you make that child understand that you have those intrinsic values, intrinsic ingenuity, the polymatic genie in you. You understand? So find it, exploit it, and you will be exactly like those you envision to be like.
Okay. All right then. Let's see.
On the level of impact, it shouldn't be more about, fine, I understand the need for sustainability in any project you engage in. We must do sustainable things. But it's about quality, even in those periods that you were present. How much of impact were you able to make? This will be memorable in people's psychic. So it's more about, even if I will not be staying that long, which I don't know yet, I could still change mind if there are more burning desires for projects and needs to be solved, and my trajectory is pushing me towards staying a little while. I might embrace it. It's not something I'm going to fight. You go with the flow, like a wave.
I look forward to. That's the end.
So I'm looking at how do we create a scenario where people, whatever solution we'll be offering, should resonate with our shared humanity. And what is our shared humanity? We need to connect, love, abundance, a place where survival is not a thing, a place where everybody have the same starting line. Not like some people will be starting on ground 20.
I think we'll have a major challenge. Your voice is a little low.
Okay.
Yes, just let's.
Okay, so what I mean is, I'm not saying that everything in this life will be equal. Of course, it's part of our biological makeup to, you understand, to be competitive and not really, how will I put it? Technically, some people will excel more than other people. It's a natural phenomenon. You understand? So drives are different. But I'm looking at a situation where whatever thing that we do must be truly done with the heart and love for people. Because, fine, personally we have problems that we are grappling with. And part of the message I passed to our colleagues in the field of volunteering is separate passion from, separate passion from, let's say, what's it called, survival.
Tango.
You understand? Separate passion from survival. Don't try to use passion as an altruistic camouflage for your needs. And one thing we need to understand that change maker. Okay. So one thing we need to know as the new change makers is that there's no how you give to the universe and the universe won't give back to you. It's not possible. There's a law of return. What do they call it? Whatever you put out there would multiply, because we are creators of our reality. We are creators of our reality, and we expand in our consciousness. So yeah, so let me know. So it was really
and you're
nice.
in psychology.
Yeah, of course, it's intertwined. Humans are psychological in expression.
Absolutely.
You understand? We build a lot of frameworks on psychology. How would somebody say identify as this and it's not grounded in your biological reality? There's a lot of things we really need to know.
So let's do a wrap up. This wrap up session would be: Hi guys, thank you for coming to Impact Roundtable.
Okay.